innovative content, global audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back. This is the afternoon session. We call it the afternoon, meaning after 12 section of the coverage, of the live coverage of the 2023 Nigerian presidential election. It is a pity that I've been talking, sweating with Princess. I forgot to click on a button, so we've not been live. So if you've been waiting, sorry, but we're here now. As you know, the thing is kicking up. A lot has happened, and a lot is still happening. Some to be proud of. I don't know whether we can be proud of some of the things that are really happening, but we will share all with you right here, right now. I think perhaps what we need to do is learn from all this. Princess, thank you so much. You've gone round. Can you just tell us what you see in Abuja as when I know you were on the street to do one or two things? We have some of your shots already, but it'd be nice to hear from you first before we go into that.
Okay, Daddy Chris, I actually drove into the town. I went around Apo, Gudu, Gariki area of the town. And of course, like I saw a lot of security personnel on the highways at major junctions. The town is so deserted. The streets are empty. The major roads you could barely see a soul. And then, of course, I went to polling units where you see people voting, casting their votes. Everywhere is peaceful. I went to like about 5-6 polling unit, different areas, of course. Everywhere is peaceful, calm. Also, there's this unity, harmony amongst the people. You will even see people that came with so much food, water, drinks given to others. The sun is scorching. Of course, the sun is so much here in Abuja, and you could see that some of course, the people interviewed complained of lateness. Also, the officials, the materials did not arrive on time. But they said that some of them went there as early as 6 a.m. in the morning because they didn't want to hear any story today, and they are sacrificing the whole day today for this event, this vote election, and they feel like it's worth it. It's worth the sacrifice. After all, we're talking about another 4 years, so they are willing to go any length today to make sure that everything is fine, everything go well today. And so the energy here is positive. I didn't get any negative vibes today. I spoke to the youths also. I spoke to some of the observers also. So everything here is peaceful. The security, personally, I applaud the security agencies here. Kudos to them. They are on the highways, they're on the road. They are stopping people that need not to go out. Of course, they will tell you where are you going. You're supposed to go and vote. Go to your house. Today is not a business day. Today is just for voting. Vote and go home. They can only allow you access the road or the street with a proper means of ID. And so I was able to go around the town. Of course, I sent some of the footages also to you. I was able to go around the town today. Like I said, everywhere is empty, but people are really voting. People are there. Like some of the people, if I carried an old woman today, so I saw her working under the sun. I just had to make a U-turn quickly. I wanted to give her a lift to her house, and she told me that I was even saying, Mama, so sorry, the sun is so much. Look at the way you're sweating. And she told me that my pikin, no. I don't care whether now since 5-6 o'clock I go there. My happiness, they say I don't vote. They suffer too much. I must vote, and I vote. I happy say I don't vote. So it's really a positive energy over here, especially coming from the youth. They are willing, and they're even telling you if it means staying there till meet. Willing, they are not in a haste today, they are not in a rush going out to anywhere or doing any other thing. They are sacrificing today for it. The securities are on ground, and of course the materials are still available. People are still queuing to vote, and so it's a good one here in Abuja. Positive.
Thank you. And I wish we can have the same report from Kenneth. Kenneth, I don't know whether you can hear us. Can you hear us, Kenneth? You see, this is the disheartening part of it. Kenneth, your network will not be good, and I hope where you are is all right as well. Let's be patient with Kenneth. Hopefully, we hear from us, and if you can talk, we'll be more than happy. Kenneth, if you can hear us, your network is very bad. Can there be no good place where you can have a good network and talk to us, really? Because we'll be going through this, Ken. Huh?
But we could also do voice. Let's do voice then. Let's do voice. Pending when we can have him on video. Let's do voice.
Yes. You see,
Even if it's a regular call, let's do voice. Let's do a regular call, Kenneth.
yeah, what I
Just need to hear from you.
yeah, I probably be the one to call him to join us, because this way we know we can hear his own part of the story. Those guys there. Let me see if I can just get Kenneth and then we hear from him. Let me call him, because this system is Kenneth's system is.
It's better. Let's do voice. Let's just hear from him,
Yeah.
and then pending when.
Yes. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Ken, we have to go because your system will not allow. Kenneth, you know what you do? Call on 07459. I'm gonna put the number scrolling on the screen now. Please call plus 447459 071747. You guys need to call that number if you want a voice to be heard. It's going to be out there, and I'm going to play with it again and again as we move on. Call plus 447459071747. That is the line to call. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Princess join me all the way from Abuja. I'm here in London, and we are giving you live coverage of what is happening today. What is this? Is the presidential elections in Nigeria. It's exciting. People are excited to vote, but unfortunately, it's not been the same everywhere. I must be honest with you. We've got some distressing stories, but we'll come to that. But I think the first image I probably want to share with you is the energy of this young man. He said he's going to be there, like Princess just said. No matter what happened, we're doing it today. And that is the energy, you see. I like that. Princess is really positive. And I really like to see this kind of energy right now, you see.
They refuse to be called lazy Nigerian youth, so they are out today.
Very interesting.
With so much energy.
Yes, it's quite interesting when you see people like that. It's like, listen, no matter what happens, and that's, you see, sometimes when you provoke, when a system is that bad, there's something in the Gandhi did. He refused to fight. He will stay. He was using a very peaceful protest without fighting. They're just walking on the street. You start to beat them, they will fall. They won't even touch you. You understand? At the point in time, the system was broken. So maybe we should learn, to break a system intellectually. You understand? I think that's what I could call what Gandhi did. But again, ladies and gentlemen, it is not all that happy. You see here the same old story, Princess. Look at this. This ICPC guy got this idiot arrested. What he has not done, with lots of money, is going out to share or what. You see, this is the thing we're talking about. How do we deal with this, Princess? How do we deal with this kind
of thing? I said before on this show, especially on during Inside Nigerian shows, I said before that you see this policy of the new Naira swap that they are suffering the masses for no reason. I knew it that this new Naira notes that we are looking for, we can't even see anywhere. Go and ask your politicians. I kept saying it on the show. Because as it stands, they are with these monies already, this cash in their homes. So this pretense of CBN and the banks and EFCC chairman, it's not even working for me. These people already, they already have this money, because you can't tell me that. I watch a news. There was this headline one day that says that they printed 3 point something trillions of the new Naira notes. And as we speak, they can only see or lay hands on 1 point something trillion. So what happens to the rest? Of course, ask your politicians. I keep saying it. So this pretense of let's hold the notes, let's do this, and then so we don't have issues of vote buying or vote selling. We already know that these people are with the monies already. So no matter what you do, yes. And that is why you do not see the picture of yesterday, the lawmaker at Rivers State that was arrested. With so much new Naira notes. How did he get the Naira notes? From where? So these are the issues that increase.
Yes.
Your politicians have refused to change. They are dubious. They are evil. They are wicked, insensitive people.
In fact, these guys.
And then these same people still want to come out, want to help Nigeria.
Bishop, I'm live, Bishop. I don't know whether you can join the live broadcast. It will be easier. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is disheartening. What is going on is shameful. It's unacceptable. And I'm going to, Princess, you're going to be strong to carry out the broadcast at some point, because a lot of people will be joining us shortly to hear their own. Our group is dead. I know they will like to join very soon. I can see very many. All right. Yes. Please be patient with us. We will let you speak, guys. We'll let you speak. Give us some few seconds. I'm still trying to share some images. It's quite interesting then, because again, then you have this story coming from Lagos, which is another thing, that some part of Lagos don't actually have voting materials, and these women are angry. You can see the anger in her face. How can you? In fact, Nigeria. How can you tell people, waste our time, do everything you do, only today tell us today that you did take voting material to a polling booth so people can vote? All these are these are
politically motivated. It's deliberate. There is nothing nobody would tell me about this. You can't tell me that, of course, okay, let's assume you forgot to take some. What of the Labour Party print that is missing? How do you explain that?
No,
people are over there. And this is something that could even cause a major crisis over there in Lagos. I think the people are being sidelined. The people are being pushed to the wall. And if they react, you come and say they are reacting. It's not. I feel like it's not fair. I'm not a party person, but this is not fair at all. It is not fair on the people that wish to vote that particular person or that party. So I think the appropriate authorities, INEC, know what to do, and they should do it on time. We still have the day. And let's not hear story of issues of inconclusive election. That thing they used to say, just to rig elections. They shouldn't do that this time around. It won't make sense to anybody.
Check another one, please. Why don't we have Labour Party on some of the tags here in Lagos State? Is there Labour Party on this one?
There's no Labour Party on this.
There's no Labour Party on this one, so does that make it void? There's no Labour Party on this one. There's no Labour Party on that one too.
Okay.
But so there are no Labour Party and logos on most of these ballot papers. Why?
This is for the Sonicolia.
But I don't understand how the materials are. Are there situations where you have some printed differently from the other? Do they carry because maybe the list might be up to 90 political parties, so they cannot have all in one. So that there's no Labour Party in one does not mean it's not with them. Is that the case? We need to find out before we fought the system completely.
Who knows that, Chris? But it's obvious that we already know that in Lagos, we already know what's up there. So let's not even try to sugarcoat whatever we're saying today. I think some of these things, like I said already, could be deliberate, because Lagos people, we already know where their energy is geared at. Let's be sincere. Apart from the Igbos, we know also that a lot of them also traveled to their various states. But I really do hope that the appropriate authorities will do what they have to do on time to make sure that people are not pushed to the wall in a manner at which they will react badly or wrongly, and then you come and start saying they have done something wrong.
Again.
It is not fair. Yes,
again,
they've started again. They are
strategic places. Look at what happened in Kwakwasu area. This is Kano State. While we're praising some young people for doing the right thing, this idiot is among those. I think they just killed some people. About 60 people have been arrested. This is Kano State, coming from Kano State. And Bishop shared this with us, and we'll be hearing more from Bishop as we go on. Bishop, we would like to hear from you. Is Bishop there? Bishop, are you there? If you're not talking, mute your phone.
I'm there, my brother.
Can you mute your phone now that you're not talking? All right. Thank you.
I am with you.
Bishop, We see this disheartening picture. What is going on there? I know you shared with us. How can people still go on the street to catch cutlass and bomb people, kill people? Is that the scenario?
Even the one in Alabushi area in Lagos is even worse.
Are you serious?
Honestly, in some places in Port Harcourt right now, no material at all. No material.
They're not wicked we talk now. Why you go to wicked village to go and make trouble? They are stupid. You know, sometimes they give room for they just cut, they give
no, one thing I'm even saying is this, Daddy Chris.
Yes.
Do you think if APC think they can do all manner of rubbish in Lagos, would only Lagos give them the vote?
No.
So why the rubbish?
No, but we find out. I'm just trying to get a report from the east now. Kenneth said they're scaring people with a lot of things. Their material will come on time. We interview somebody.
A lot of things in Lagos. They are even telling you, if you know you are going, they are even telling you in a Lekki area, if you know you are not going to vote APC, don't try it here. I'm warning you because I'm going to share the paper as they are dropping it.
Mm-hmm.
So where is the army? Where is the police? They deployed army in Lagos. They deployed army in Lagos. So where are the army? Where are the police?
Okay.
Look at the shooting now in Kogi, disrupting the whole place.
That Kogi governor na disaster before self.
No, that guy is a Tata Muyaya, and God will disgrace him. He will end up in jail.
Princess, you hear that? Bishop said you are a Tata Muyaya. I don't. Bishop, I love you, man.
You will see what will happen to that young man. This is why sometimes I just look at the so-called people they call youth. They say we are youth, we need this. When Babangida and Co and Buhari and Itiagbo came into power, and how old were they?
They were young.
That this youth now, this present youth now will not think of something. How old were Muritala when he was thinking of NFPC? How old were they? They say we must bring the unity of Nigeria together. Were they not young men?
In fact, they cannot. No, you said something very important, and I always say to the young people, you call yourself a young man. How old was Buhari when he was the first head of state? Gowon ruled us at 32. Gowon was 32 years old when he was made the head of state. And Obama ruled America, the biggest country in the world, at 46. You see, it happened a lot among the Urhobo when they say...
What about Macron? Macron that is still there now from France.
If you see the youth president in the Urhobo nation, he's a 50-something years old man. And I say, you go down...
They call you youth and you are happy. With all your teeth broken half because of the bone and the old age.
This man say,
how can you call yourself a youth and one old man is ready to go and steal ballot box? One old man is giving you machete and gun.
Exactly.
And you are happy. At the expense of the suffering of 280 million people.
In fact,
because they refuse to take the original statistics of Nigeria. Nigeria is about 350-400 million people. And somebody is sitting there having about 40 billion, 30 billion, 80 billion in their home.
And that's what the president is trying to deal with, and they said the man is an evil man.
And you people pray to say, okay, let us share together. This is the time now. We must get it right.
Amen.
Is that people hold money in Europe here and you are coming to Europe for medical checkup? Is that they hold the money and you are coming and sit on the electricity in Europe?
In fact. It's a problem, Bishop.
When they are talking, they say we are not stupid and they are stupid. He said, we'll not be mumu and you be mumu. We'll not they carry last and you don't carry last.
Especially that at home.
Shekuye Bazon.
Oh my God. Princess, where are you? Bishop is taking us to somewhere else. Where are you now? Oh my God. I don't need to be hearing this alone. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Bishop Ame on the group control. It is annoying, Bishop. It is annoying.
Look, what they need over when you are seeing 30 things, yes. My brother, sometimes it's like you want to run mad.
That's why
you look at this, sometimes you wonder, did somebody really carry these people in their stomach or in their belly for 9 months?
Good question.
And the day they gave birth to this animal, they were celebrating. They were celebrating.
Celebrating death. Because some of them came to this
That
world.
my wife has given birth to a passing baby boy. My wife has given birth to a daughter.
What kind of daughter is this?
What kind of daughter are you? What kind of son are
Oh
you?
my God.
Have you brought shame to the family or you brought goodness to the family? Year to year, you collect 5,000, you say you're right. Year to year, you collect 10,000, you say you're right. Year to year, you collect 2 million and you vote wrongly. Then tomorrow you are complaining that your children are not going to school. Have this on strike for 8 months. And the same ASU professor today are the ones who are going to read the result because you have given them money.
Ooh.
A professor will not rig for an illiterate to come and rule. What an irony of life.
Perhaps you said it all. A professor rings election for an illiterate to rule. That is what. That's our.
That is it.
That is what.
That is the country we came from.
Yes. A professor.
That is why we look at them. We tell you today that this at that time we hear don't holy for land.
Whoa! Today. Bishop is provoked. You should be provoked.
Whatever they will do today, if it comes negative, all of them, they will never know peace in Nigeria. Those who voted and rigged the election negatively, negative things will happen to them from this day to the end of this year. They will keep seeing negative things.
Buhari is the message goes to Buhari. Buhari, if they ring this election in your face, it's an insult to you. It's an insult to a generation. You should act. His
own book of history. No name like Buhari will ever exist in Nigeria in any office.
No, he dare not. He dare not. Because sometimes you serve and you try to leave us with a legacy, but what we're seeing now, how can there be that no people get to some part of the state of the country?
And you okay? Look at some area in Lagos. A Labour Party logo is not in any of the ballot box.
Yes, that's
ballot paper.
That's what they're telling us. That's the news.
So you just imagine where they are. And before now, the Coco has complained that they discovered that a Labour logo is not on some of the ballot paper. They said no, he's just talking, and we are seeing the reality now. Anyhow, you predict Nigeria, whether you like it or not, it will fall into it.
But it's going to come back to us. And
Nigeria is like our Nollywood. You look at the film from the beginning, you know they will catch the actor, you know this is how it will end, and exactly that is how it will end.
Bishop, you don't do also. Nollywood, what could I improve?
It's only Nigeria film. You will see that spirit is crying. Spirit will be afraid to cross road. Yes. And that is what we are seeing now. It's only Nigeria. You see the youth will shout. You see the youth again will say they are right. Casablanca. Casablanca.
Better one, Bishop. Better Casablanca. This is a serious Casablanca. And it's Casablanca of the highest order.
What are you talking?
In fact, it's a shame.
When I begin to see things happening since, in short, I'm just weeping inside. I just look at myself and say, God, what is happening? When will these people wake up?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Bishop, for what you just said. Thank you.
It's painful.
It is.
It's painful.
It is.
But one thing I know that I know, I'm saying it now, whether they like it or not. This election is either it will make Nigeria or it will break Nigeria. Simple.
I agree.
This election, let them hear and hear well. It's either this election will make Nigeria to become stronger or it will cost Nigeria for every man to his ghetto. Every man to his tent. Every man to his ghetto. Because enough is enough. Even when we are even saying now every man to his tent, every man to his ghetto, who are the same youth? Is it not the same youth that are misbehaving this Nigeria that will misbehave in your own local government or in your own country tomorrow? In short, I think 95% of Nigeria need orientation because most of the praise need to be reformatted. Yes, so you know when your phone is has some virus, you clear it, you post it, then you reformat it. Nigeria need to be reformatted.
The point of it is that even some of the educated youths who are exposed, they will still go and be carrying out a ballot paper and be trying to maybe do something that is not good. If you vote, you leave the police. Just leave the polling booth. You voted, your conscience vote, and you leave there so that Because I just told my people back home, after you finish voting, if you're able to vote, you vote. If you're not able to vote, you just go back home. Whoever is going to win is going to win. So, but all we're going to do is that we need to really educate the people. That's one thing. Even the educated one needs to be educated again about voting procedure. That's just the basic truth. I was thinking that the NSAS will open their eyes. I was thinking the NSAS will really open their eyes so that they can come out in mass and vote. But the youth, maybe some of them, they are afraid. Because when looking at, what's it called? This program being hosted by Ito Francis, I was thinking that they're going to checkmate all these problems. All these people that we're seeing now on the ballot paper before the time of the election. But unfortunately, they could not look into all these things. They could not put things into for the election. It's very, very bad of their image. That's why it's
you know one thing, my brother, let me be frank with you. Until Nigeria begin to take away religion and tribal sentiment, this will continue.
That's true.
The problem Nigeria has today, the problem we are going through today is tribal and religious sentiment.
Yes, tribalism. Yeah, you're right.
And not until we take it out of our life, Nigeria can move forward. Though. All this we are doing is just story.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's true.
I agree.
It's story.
Yes.
Because anything you do, the North say they are sliding me. Anything you do, the Muslims say they are sliding us. Anything you do, the Christians say they are sliding us. Who are you? In Europe here, you go to the office where you are working. Your religion and your tribal sentiment is not applicated there. You go there and do your work.
Go and get the hell out of the place.
They don't know whether you are Muslim or you are Christian.
Okay.
And you don't come to tell them when you are supposed to work on a Saturday. You say, I have work. You can't say that to your supervisor here.
You're fired.
It's only Nigeria that this religion of a thing have destroyed us in Itoto. I don't care what anybody says. Is that not a bishop talking? It doesn't matter.
Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you for being sincere with us.
It's a big problem.
Bishop, I said it yesterday, and at the end of the day, only one person is suffering. That person is Nigeria. Nigeria is a baby.
That's all.
Nigeria is a baby who is a
victim. Not today, the not who are saying they slide the Muslim. They are not doing well either. The suffering is high there. The same start to say we Muslim, we Christian are slided us. Are we doing better? No. The so-called Christians in the South now, how many of their money are they invested in the people in the South where they came from? How many Christians are they invested on? How many Muslim majority in North has invested on? So they should remove this sentiment and tribal out of the way.
Bishop, I said it yesterday. When we talk
even about religion, because you let don't put Christian or Muslim. Give us a constitution.
Exactly.
Let every man have his own religious belief.
At home. Practice your religion at home. It's not, this is a secular state. It's clear. You understand? You should practice, because look at it, Bishop. I always say to people when they tell me the problem is most they want to Islamicize the country, and I ask them, "Is Okowa your governor? Is he a Muslim?" Okowa has destroyed your life more than President Buhari. Fact. You understand? Our governors are destroyed.
Let me tell you something, Daddy Chris.
Yes, sir.
There's something again that is in my mind. I hope Nigerians are hearing me. Do you know there's what we call federal law?
Okay.
Now we have state laws. Where I am here, we have what they call the Piemontese law. That is, the Torino have their own law.
Yes.
They will tell you, question ledger, this law is applicable to the people that stays in Piemonte, Torino state. Their state law is different from Milan. Milan is different from, but we have federal general law. When this organization say this is federal law, And even in the state, we have the state police. Then we have the federal police.
That's what we're trying to have in Nigeria.
Then we have the state, inside the local government again. We have the local police.
No, do you know that the Metropolitan Police is
But
only for London
right
area?
now, let me drive my point, Daddy Chris.
Okay.
Now, let's assume the federal law has not been changed. What about the state law?
Thank you, sir.
Because when you have amended your own state law, you send the copy of your state law approved by the state jury. Now you now send it out to the federal. The federal now have the copy of Delta state law.
We're coming to that. All Sheriff do is sign for COA because that's the only thing. They only go there to share money. That's the only thing they do.
And when you finish now, when the federal government want to deal with data, they will look to the law that is working in data.
That's it.
Then you are not doing it. Then you are coming, you say Nigerian law is the problem. It's because they are stupid. They think they are talking to fools. What is wrong with your state to amend their own laws to shoot what they want in their state?
Bishop, you know what I said today? I said the office of the president of Nigeria is autocratic. You understand? It's because it's only that office. Only in Nigeria you have a president have all the powers as they do. In America, they will have different police, and they run their own economy. The states, New York have their own police. That's why we have New York Police Department, LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, and they make their own money. They only contribute to the federal.
Of course, sir.
But in Nigeria, our president receive all the oil money. The president get to office. He said, "I'm the charge of the minister for petroleum."
Yes, I'm Minister of Petroleum.
That's where the money is coming from. There's so much money in the country. In every
and
state.
you, as a state, you're supposed to have your own commissioner of petroleum, mineral resources.
Are they working?
If the federal government is coming, you stick with your state commissioner to discuss.
Is it working? Is your governor working?
Whatever production that is going on in Delta State, your commissioner for minerals will know what is going, what is coming. If you ask the commissioner of mineral now, in Delta State now, he does not know what is going on. He does not know what production that is coming out of the gas and the crude oil in Delta State. He don't know. All he's waiting for is the 13% derivation.
It's even more. They get more. They're animals. Anyway, Bishop, it's a shame. It's a shame. Let's see. Stick to the election of today. Let us see. Hope that the report is on the election. We know what is going on. Some of our leaders, so-called leaders, some of them are quite good. They have some record. They've gone out to vote, and I would like to share those images with the audience.
Yes, some people are still there now. In some area, I called now. Some people are still there waiting now. They started counting. So we are waiting to see who won in their unit.
In fact, we're trying to know when the voting will officially stop and when the result will start coming in.
No, what they said is 2 o'clock before.
Okay, they should make it a little bit more now.
So by 3 now, those start compiling everything and then they will start calling.
And the beauty of it is we all can monitor the result. We will log into the system and we'll be sharing that. That will be the cross of the broadcast tonight. When I'll be able to tell you the vote that is coming, because I will log into the system and I will release those result from here, because it's quite open, unlike before where they can change the result on the way. It's the presiding officer that feed the result straight to INEC. So you don't have the at the carrier they go for road, they come to from me. No, it's not going to happen. You announce the result there and it's fed in straight into the system. That is the technology we have. And I think
we just pray because the level with which they came is a very different one. So some result already with them there before they brought those material. We just pray it's not like that.
Thank you very much, sir, for that, because I know very well that these people will go at any length. They are dubious naturally. They for instance, look at that voice of yesterday. I can't say whether it's doctored, whether it's real or not. But from what we have,
it's real. There's nothing like there's no story there. These people, I told you just now, these people these people can die even before now. And you know the ritual and the sacrifice that have taken place on Monday.
Yes, so you see. Yes,
Oh God. You think
a lot,
these people are not joking, though?
Father,
These people are not joking. That is why
hold on
whatever
to
that will
power.
happen today, let the hand of God determine
Be done. They are willing to hold on to power by all means, to cling on to it by all means. They don't want to let go. So they are willing to sacrifice their lives, anything at all, just to be there. So we're really hoping that today, everything should be transparent the way it ought to be. That is just the prayer, because these people is not even about announcing results from the polling unit straight to INEC officer or whatever. These people, if they want to be dubious, they can still be dubious. But we're just praying that today, people really came out today to vote. People were not intimidated. They tried, especially the youth. I'm even applauding them already. So I'm really praying that their votes will count this year. That is just my prayers for everybody.
Amen. You see what is happening now? You see, if you want to really know, have you asked yourself, 1986, person who goes to sang the song, freedom is now or never. We have to gain it or lose it forever. Nga Ozi, Shai Kama. Have you asked yourself the meaning of that Zinga Ozi, Shai Kama? Yeah. It's not easy. The spirit that is in the air, those people that brought the demon of 1977 first start,
yes.
The demon have not left Nigeria. Since 77, that is when Nigeria started experiencing darkness. The demon that came to Nigeria first start 77, they refused to leave. Go to the place called First Start Town. You see demon cry in the night. I'm not putting water in my mouth.
Bishop. In Jesus' name.
Nigeria need to wake up. And the human sacrifice that taking place in Nigeria is higher than any other African nation. But this time, yes, whether they like it or not, enough is enough. Good. Nigeria must take a new turn.
So Bishop, sir,
there must be turn around. Enough is enough. We can't continue like this.
We cannot, and we are not going to continue like this. Ladies and gentlemen, in my place, they will say they know they fear darkness, the peaceful house. You come out. So that is where we are.
Now, we have the left face now be front too.
Bishop, let me quickly share some few images with everybody as well. Just to let you know that President Goodluck, Godwin, I know you are there. I will give you a chance to speak shortly. Godwin, please, bear with me. President Goodluck Jonathan was out today. That's a beautiful image. He exercised his vote. And it's nice to see that Goodluck has done the needful. And today he's enjoying the glory of what he has done. Perhaps, is this not more expensive than ringing an election? Had Goodluck refused, insisted, and got himself maybe pushed away like a fool, and got himself arrested, now the talk of town for all the wrong reason, will Goodluck be in a good position to say, I am good? Will he be invited by the international community to now oversee election? Goodluck is moving around like a lord. He's not having a good name. Is good name not better than riches? And those of you ringing elections today, what legacy are you creating? Is this what we want? Is it what you want for your children? It's a good question, Princess. I know you guys are the younger generation. Can you hear me, Princess? Okay, Princess network is not very correct right now. So I'm going to move on. The next person on my list is actually President Buhari. President Buhari, I like this news because they said he was not going to vote. I'm happy today he has voted. I don't know, Baba. Like I said, when you vote, it's supposed to be secret ballot. You're supposed to hide out. This school, when I go so, I'm not going well. So you don't, because of excitement, do what you're not supposed to do. You can show people I have voted, but they don't need to know who you voted for. That is wrong. Wrong, President Buhari. Wrong. And we are now having issues all around the country. Be careful. You need to leave us. I've been praising you and I continue to praise you for what you do with the money, for what you do. But this attitude that you come and vote and you show us that you have voted, maybe you don't know what you're doing. Now you should know that you cannot influence people with this. It's secret ballot. We don't want to know who you vote for. All right. And then this governor, Otom, I don't know. Again, you're almost making the same mistake. We don't know I don't care who you vote for, because that's not the point. The point is you go into the booth, you press only one, and you put it there and get out. We don't want you to make a big piece out of it, so that everybody can go in their own mind, do their own, and go home. Please, you guys will learn. But it's a good thing that we see you guys actually coming out to vote. I'm proud of you. In fact, one thing I found out in the course of my dealing with this Buhari government, which Buhari is not aware, the kind of enmity this man had with the Buhari government, if you are there, you'll be scared. You dare not put anything Benue in some paper, they will not approve it. Can you imagine? A country we call our own. I know Buhari is more civilized than that, but some animals were doing it. And I can tell you, I'm not from Benue State, I'm from Delta State. So those are wrong things. We should not practice it. You know, as a president, people should be able to criticize you. In fact, that's why you are a father to everybody. They have the right to attack you. We'll come to that another day. Today is about the presidential election. And that is Baba Tinubu himself. Baba don't vote finish. I don't know. Which guy, Baba, you won't marry? I mean, another one. Because Baba, they do strange things. So, okay, the wife, now they take, maybe they press one or two things. But the good thing is, Tinubu has voted, but Tinubu, listen to me. We hear some little, very bad news coming from Lagos. You don't come out to talk. You see how you're going to rule? In fact, if you become president today, will you have peace? Do you even occur to you that is wanting to win election? Another thing is to be able to rule the people. So sometimes Nigerians don't get it. Is whoever becomes this president today, if it's not by legitimate means, that person will have a lot of problems. In Nigeria have enough already. They sit at home in the east. The Boko Haram are in the north. Don't forget, the militancy in Niger Delta is not gone. Tinubu, you don't have oil in Lagos. So all this rubbish you people are doing. I learned that you were saying that if Peter become president, he's going to take Seaport to Southeast, to Delta, and down, and there will be nothing will be coming down in Lagos. You are mad people if that thing is true. And sometimes we don't know where you guys are going with us. I don't want to believe what he say because it's not something I talk about on my show. But maybe you should learn, because a time will come, we own the oil. You don't have oil in Lagos State. For all this nonsense people are doing, do you know that if we don't have oil, you people want to send us out of Nigeria? In fact, I always say to people in Niger Delta, you are the most stupid people on earth. The Igbos, they have their own. The Southeast, they have their own. They don't like us. True. The South, those of so-called North, they don't like us. The Yoruba man hate us. The only thing they love about us is our ass, our oil. That's what they love to kiss. Other than our oil, we're nothing to them. And by the time they come and they take a piece, even in an election like this, when we accept anybody they bring, they should stop insulting us. When you say Seaport cannot be where we are, that is personal. I won't talk about anything on a personal level, but when you say we cannot have Seaport, then you are a madman. We'll come to that another day. Today is about the presidential election. And that's why you both should learn to vote right. Learn to vote right. How can you vote for somebody who said you cannot have Seaport? So all our life is determined in Lagos. You are mad, if that is the truth. You learn. And we want to see open, say you have to reject it, Mr. President, if you ever be. Well, we'll come to that another time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a difficult time. I want to allow Godwin to quickly weigh in. I know Godwin is always logical. Godwin, are you there, sir?
Yeah,
I'm with you. Let's hear from you, sir. Let's hear from you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris.
Yes, sir.
But one thing I want you people to understand, the constitution you people are debating, have you ever asked yourself one simple question? Who are those that drafted the constitution?
Good question.
Are they sound-minded people?
Good question.
Are they people with posterity, that put posterity into consideration? Are they progressive-minded people? Are they a set of people that put the interests of the common man into consideration in whatever they are doing?
They don't. I can tell you that, sir.
So what else do you expect from such type of constitution? Confusion. confusion. And let's go back to history as well. You see, I don't hate not, but their problem is that religion they have used religion to blindfold many.
Because the victims there are still the poor people in the north.
Yes.
The truth, Sir Godwin, I know what you're saying. Because the truth is the true victims are the poor people. The big boys keep swimming out. Most of them are driving the helicopters. They drive their own private jets. Even the pastors, the so-called religionists, the pastors are using their private jets. The victims are the ordinary people.
They have been in power for many, many years.
That's not true, sir. It's not true that the North have been in power for many, many years. Power has been even in Nigeria. The military era, maybe. Power has been even.
The military, I'm referring to the military era.
Okay, yes, the military era.
Even though Buhari is almost 8 years now.
Yes, it's 8 years.
4 years is enough for you as a progressive-minded individual or president to change a country.
Yes.
4 years is enough to implement things that will transform the life of the people. What have they done? They want the power for themselves and their family at the expense of the masses.
Wow.
And you ask yourself some question. How come Saudi Arabia, they pump money into education?
Yes.
But you people that borrow the religion from them, you say religion is Boko Haram, education is Boko Haram. They can never be progress. And development it will never up to them. Because without education, they will just be parabolating. That's just it.
No educated person will do this. Look at this. An educated person will not do this. We're not going to start burning people, killing people. An educated person. And that's why I'm scared of religion. Religion sometimes can turn an educated man to fools. Bishop said something to this, sir. Bishop said, how can a professor ring election for an illiterate? By definition, Buhari is an illiterate, where Nigerian professors are. But they run the election for him.
Look at what is happening in Kogi State now. A governor, because of election, intentionally destroy a road that will lead to a community.
Can you imagine?
So make that route motorable for the citizens of those communities. And tomorrow, on Friday, we go to mosque and say, Allahu Akbar.
That's it.
So 95% of them, they just use religion as a way of making money.
In fact,
they are not serving God.
Not only Muslims. So, in fact, Christians
but
are worse.
Including Christians.
Christians are worse.
Including Christians.
And then they come and tell me that my problem is the Muslim man. No, you Christian man, you are more demonic. Bishop, let's be sincere. How many imams use private jets in Nigeria? How many? The private jets are used by our pastors. In the same country we live in today, to be honest, other than the few Northerners who are just using their people, the North have more people suffering than in the South. There's more poverty in the North. There's less education in the North. In the South, we at least we're managing to go to school. We're struggling. We know the importance. We send children to school. Yoruba man won't do anything but to send children to school. And this sometimes we don't know where to follow. Even we in the South side, Nigeria is really not for us. But we're playing along. Because if it is true that they are saying that if P.W. wins, Peter will build seaport in the South area, in the South side area, that no goods will come to Lagos again, that Lagos will be abandoned, then they are mad. Are we born slaves to them?
But Chris, let's be realistic with ourselves. The Igbos, they are their own number one enemy.
Agree. And they carry our destiny with them.
Because they don't know what they are doing.
how can you undevelop your area and be developing other people's community and towns? You underdevelop your area. All your businesses are outside.
Joe, I vote.
Bishop
Mudia, I vote. Mesagwa Bakaleke, 1996. Mesagwa Bakaleke, Mibuga Bakaleke, Mibuga Enugu, Otoboya Jewo.
What do you mean they don't have land? They have enough land.
What? I vote.
If the Igbo man look where they will even have oil in Igbo land. It just.
I want you. Otari they go nowhere. What they tell I will equally go. After I job in the Agba, you know where I can develop. Now when I vote on that, so my Bender State, Bender State, they do better. Is bigger than the 5 Igbo state. Do you know that?
No, Joe.
Direct, you know where direct. Who was supposed to have their state, Edo have their state, Isha have their state, Nyoma have their state, then the Akoko Edo have their state. All you start the give Bukara, and we are still bigger than them. So are they dynamic in a development? I mean, I problem will come because some of them
Nyovo, what do you know? What do the architect from Onisha? What do you from Onisha? Kwenugu. Bring in mind from Onisha, Kwenugu. From Enugu to Abakaleke, bring in mind from Enugu to Abakaleke. Then from Abakaleke, what is Jekobaro, okay to Ogoja. From Ogoja, Kuobekaru, Cross River City. Then what is Obokwe? Who boss at the Benue State?
Yes.
Who boss at the Benue State? That's Abakaleke. What is that when Onisha? Who boss at the Benue State?
What are you looking at there?
Huh? Because
what's the way
they also wait the ones of information here, may not the Yoto Boise. I vote the problem I worry. Ọkọ problem I worry. Now,
okay, make it move well. What they as a roga I toga. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Ole gbafari waka ocha akadego oyi momo na re omo wokosa eye ole momo na re omo kosa eye woda gbono tori mo na re to bo si kori gbona ibi ene agbegbo na iho rofa
sorry I know your there because I saw more
so come abowo ni obiya adayi da betare. Now, what do you expect from the son who is a bastard?
Bishop, that is a very thick one. That's a very thick one. I'm not going to interpret that.
One look, I call in this.
What's interpret it? Because you what do you expect from a child who is a bastard?
Huh?
Bishop, because far okay, President, because far okay, why?
Owó dìdì rẹ̀ Peter Biwori. Kí ni a professor Sẹ́bìjọ, àná yìí Professor Soludo. Ṣé ọ̀kì ọwọ́ ìgọ́vnà Central Bank ìwọ́dé mòrùkúrú kò rúrọ òkà ìwọ́ design work in Nigeria ọ̀dẹ́ màbígò ọ̀ ìdí wo táwọn only of Boro ex-governor. Ne Okese Teti.
Is it Igbo people say that Peter would? They're the first to say Peter cannot win. The idiot, some of the demonic Igbo men, that they want to ever open their mouth and say Peter will not win. We will take Peter. Let Peter become an Roman. Idiot.
He go in Nigeria to through Babangida, or Babangida use Olukuruku. I know que say winning, no, you not negative billionaire. So a lot of things can area Burona. All right, Metane Urugona Beliomara, and Abituromara Ube.
This analysis Bishop gave is tickle. What do you expect from a bastard? Because it's in the blood. It's in the blood. God is not stupid. God have it's in your DNA. Have an influence in you.
No, when you almost when all you do.
Abi?
Almost do when I do or when I will do.
That's what
okay.
All right, woman is salary or to put out of a guy. But it's salary or put out of guy. Because they must say, with the vote or and now. Oh, yeah, must say because they mocking and I buy tradition and a tradition error. But and April at guess we have voted now.
The other boy in Robo Daguli, if one robo, Ribu Aka, what that Juaye, Beso Waka, and I kept one or Corobuna, George Robo Mirare. What I need to put in on my cast your woobo. Arakadio, Umuripo, Igoroboja, Digo, but today now, he say, Karuru Muribasta dina, or Yerubole, Ibokoyaje. I don't know, when it is Toskayamo now, when the car for a lot more work, is Jagaban, Etunubu, or Sakorogan, or Kubia, Nuvena.
What they
don't be surprised. I'm thinking because the spirit you wrote over my ear. So what do you expect from a bastard?
What they ruin? Other Eurobook, what they were you or running with a job. We are
oh, to make a book for you.
Joe, we are West Street. Wakata, Joe off by boom winner. What did you have to go to what I say about the boom winner?
You don't do that.
Wakata,
we're gonna, what we do is the election is around the corner, it's going on. We are listening, we are following it up. Let's hope that we have a
do you know I just sent you a video now? Do you know they use army to block Okumaba area up to now they not be able to vote? They are just allowing some material to come in by 2:35.
I need to follow the next timetable and report it back to you guys because I want to know when every polling station will stop. And I don't think there's a particular time. There must be, at a particular time, all the results should be in. They will start accumulating. We'll come into that very shortly. But I think the prediction will soon be out. We will soon know the new president of Nigeria. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that this is where we find ourselves, but we'll make the best of it, Bishop. We'll make the best. One thing is for people to ring this election. Another thing is for them to be able to govern us. Nobody will tell you to go and kill your mother, you will agree. Probably you can give me say you must kill your mother, you can say it. But I will not go and kill my mother. So whatever you do, make a law that is fair and transparent so that people can obey the law. So what I'm saying is that let the system that will bring you be credible, let it be legitimate, so that people will take you as their president. Nigeria is so scattered now that if they attempt to ring this election, my fear is the Igbos already will they stay at home with Kano being detained. You're fueling a base that shouldn't be fueled. They already agitated, so you're just making them more angry. If if you a Yoruba man, we dare say that thing, that you shouldn't vote Peter so that they will not take Seaport away, then you are really a maggot. I have no respect for you. That's on one side. Now, the Hausa people, I said to them, there's so many things wrong in this country. You guys were happy when you said, oh, you want quota system because the North were kind of were marginalized. I don't know what the word marginalized is. You were naturally marginalized or educationally marginalized because you refused to go to school. So in the process, a lot of allocation were given to you so that you will measure up. That is what you agreed. We call it the quota system in Nigeria. If that is legal, then zoning is not legal. Who's going to live in the same country with you? If you can say the idea that, oh, not enough Northerners are graduates, so we now gave you the power to now say, okay, give more opportunity for them. In JAM, they give you lower marks so you can measure up. And yet, we are not many like you. You said our people cannot be president. Then you are a madman. I don't want to take it that we cannot be president. We want Nigeria to move forward. The painful thing in all this is Nigeria is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful land. We can make it work. In fact, you are even a problem to yourself by not allowing the system to be fair. Let me explain this. I always say, if Nigeria fail, we all fail. You cannot succeed alone. Many of you that have been stealing money, what did they end up doing? You end up using the money to send your child to a private school, whereas the government school would have been good enough. Buhari, I called you 3 times. And this election is a lesson to everybody. Buhari, you were sick. You know what they did? They flew you outside for treatment. If the Nigerian system is good enough, would they treat you at home? Are you really happy to be flown outside for treatment? And you come back, it doesn't matter. You continue the same thing. That's your biggest failure. History will remember you how much of our money were used to change your blood 24/7. And yet you couldn't do something about our health sector. I won't say curse on you, but shame on you. And now we're having a new time where you give us, promise us, and I'm really been supporting you that because I believe in you in this period, that whatever sin you've committed is forgiven. Because you are not trying to give us a system that works. You try to stop the big boys from spending the money to turn things around. We don't know why you're doing it, but thank you. Because we want them dead anyway. Because a country where some people have it all and some people have nothing, it's a recipe for anarchy. Don't be deceived. There's nowhere in the world where people who don't have food to eat will sit at home and allow themselves to die. They will come out and stop you. You see, it's the rich people in Europe that introduced the welfare package because they knew quite well that if they don't have food to eat, the poor people don't have food to eat, they will come out. So they give you something to eat when you are not working. They are not stupid. That's why we have peace here. And even in England, you're entitled to life, treatment in the hospital. Nigerians are dying every day because of no money to go and take a certain treatment. It's unacceptable. This is the same land where some idiots are trying to rig election today. So they force themselves in just to please themselves and their family who are already rich enough. Let me say something for the rest of the world watching us tonight. Do you know how painful it is that the same money they are stealing, they don't use it for themselves, and they're never going to use it? Probably the money will be taken out. The same story of slave trade has come to pass. I'm trying to work on that, like a movie of how the modern slavery work. I told you a lady in London here made a film and they said modern slavery. And the story was about how you bring girl from Europe, from Africa to come and work for you and you don't pay the way. I said that's slavery. I was laughing. I said that's not slavery. There's slave trade in Nigeria. And when I started the broadcast this morning, I said something very deep. I said the president we are voting now, do not expect the president to be the one that will change, because it's not going to change Nigeria. What Nigeria needs is a change in our constitution. And the constitution needs to be done. So what people we are voting are people who can help us to change that. That's why I said, after voting for a president, please mind who you vote for the legislator. because some of them are actually more animal. Like in my place, the one coming, it's equal to no, it's a waste of space. If at all, it's the one that wins. So what are we talking about? Is this man going to go there and trying to change the constitution of Nigeria? Does he probably be taking women when they are doing important things? Hey, Nigerians, this is a serious issue. We need to wake up. We need to be ready. We need to say no. No, I don't see at this point in time, maybe it's my age. I don't believe you need to fight to break here, to carry cutlass and do this. No, look at what India Gandhi did. If these people refuse to behave, we're going to use peaceful process. We're going to tell them we are more civilized than them. They can't kill everybody. We'll break the system with a protest. So I'm saying to you, if you force yourself into us, like you rape us, you know, when you force yourself into a woman, you've raped her. Let us open legs so that you can come in. But if you force yourself into us, we will resist you and you will be punished accordingly. Do not rape us, please. Respect our pride, respect our right. Talk to us, we will open legs for you. But if you force yourself into us, you will be faced with the repercussions. And it's not going to be pleasant. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to close this afternoon section of the broadcast. Don't forget, I am actually struggling within myself at home. This is the second broadcast for today. We're going to have another one before the night broadcast where we'll talk about results. I'm coming back. Let me gather some of the information coming in. Let us see whether the results are, whether people have actually participated in the next election, whether the news coming from Lagos is true, whether people have been disenfranchised for any good reason. There might be good reasons, you know, because like I'm going to say this, it's possible that the ballot papers in the Lagos they're talking about, that there are so many, because I don't think all of them will be in one small sheet. If not, then how many people in that sheet? Because we have about 90 political parties. I don't understand how it is done. So we will see that and we'll ask INEC a question. I've probably got an INEC person now to talk to us or to show us how the ballot paper is. Or those who have voted today, I'll bring one person who has voted to tell us the look of the ballot paper and how many political parties are there so we can understand what is going on exactly in Lagos. And most of us will go on litigation even if we know there's something wrong, because it's not because we want to fight, because we want the country to move forward. The only way Nigeria is going to move forward is if we choose to elect our leaders by ourselves. Nobody should rape us today. We will refuse to be raped. We will open our leg for anybody we love. And whoever wins, whether it's my man or not, I will obey. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daddy Chris. I'm coming back again, and I know a lot of people are tired. I am a little bit tired. It's a long day. I know we are all prepared for this, a day we've all been waiting for. Let us enjoy it. I'm going to still play one music again. The only music I'll play tonight is still the one that unites Nigeria. I believe in that track so much from Wado King. Please, Nigeria cannot break. Nigeria cannot scatter. You will scatter, Nigeria will not scatter. That's my message to you. So don't scatter yourself. Because any attempt to scatter the unity of this great nation, you will be the one to scatter. Thank you.
All we need is love.
My fellow Nigerians, the Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo, both home and abroad, especially the youths, remember that we still stand on one Nigeria. For the unity of our great beloved country, Nigeria, is not negotiable. And to keep Nigeria one is a task that must be done.
Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria! Nigeria no go scatter, your national policeman says so. Carry go!
Nigeria no go ever scatter. Now you want to scatter.
And do you hear what the man say?
Nigeria no go ever scatter. Now you want to scatter. Now listen. Our great leaders making Miami well. No united we stand behind every reform. There should be no more corruption, insecurity, unemployment, power failure, religious crisis, terrorism, tribalism, favoritism in our country.
All we need is love.
Nigeria no go ever advice to make change you. Everybody got to change you. Change from the bad to good to Nigeria no change. We gotta sing it together. Change you. Everybody got to change you. Change from the bad to good to Nigeria no change. Congratulate our leaders, our new leaders for their victory. We believe we are going out for the change. Do you wanna go with me? No more. I tell you,
Nigerians, don't worry.
oh boy.
I know that we must get to the promised land. My fellow Nigerians, don't worry. I know that we must get to the promised land.
Naija no go ever scatter. Now you want to scatter am. And do you hear what the man say? Nigeria no go ever scatter. Now you want to scatter am. Come follow me, say, come follow me, oh.
Change unto the terrorists. Change unto the kidnapper. Change unto the armed robbers. Change unto the bad leaders that scatter Nigeria.
You did.
All we need is love.
This is a Muslim we love one another. Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, love one another. North, South, West, we love one another.
Nigeria, good people, great nation. We are the giants of Africa.
Come follow me, say, come follow me, oh.
Nigeria, good people, great nation. We are the giants of Africa.
Through the people, you're reaching the police, but they for the yard. Along my side, I can see for the peace, oh. Respect life. Cannot go ever scatter. Now you want to.
Well, I'm hearing some things. I don't know whether this information filtering to my social media. You know, there are not things, everything you see on social media, you say on a platform like this. So I'm going to be patient. But so it's like some of the results are already filtering in, and some of the polling booths are closed. I want to go and change my clothes and have a beautiful meal so I can come back. So we're going to fight about the result. But from what is going on, Delta State might be about to see a change, and it will be a lovely one. Well, let's pray that. And another news that got to me, I don't know if it is true. They said President Buhari voted Labour Party. Is that true? Listen, all of you guys will decide where we're going. It's not me. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is the live broadcast, live coverage of the 2023 presidential elections in Nigeria. When I come back, we'll be able to go from there into announcing some of the results. I'll be sharing you how there is the accumulation, how is everything's actually going to happen. I'll be sharing that with you. I hope to get somebody very experienced from INEC who will talk to us about what is actually has happened, and so that everything can be in perspective. And perhaps INEC, I know it's a big task. You guys have a big enormous task to do, but you're going to learn to communicate with us now. I'll be looking for one of the staff to talk to us, just to explain to us, and so that Nigerians can be at peace. I do know whatever happened is not the decision of INEC to fraud this election. I want Nigerians to understand that. Yakubu has done enough to, as a man, even if the president is even tired, talk less of what if you know what they're doing to the former, the CBN governor now. So that to tell you the kind of country we come from. But it's a beautiful thing. We thank God. I'll be back shortly to come and begin to announce some of the results. It's the 2023 presidential election. And because of where I come from, I am very, very interested who become my senator. And I am also interested who wins the House of Rep in my community. How about you? Find out. Give us a call. Tell us what you think. Is the man that won, is he deserve it? How did he manage to win? Is the result fair? That is why I'm here. The line to call is still the same. It's going to remain the same. It's +447459 071747. Let me repeat that. You can call that number on WhatsApp and on telephone. +447459 071747. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is SRTV. More broadcasts,